I'm sorry. Hold on. Did you make this pie using hot dogs?
Yeah, neighbor.
And ketchup and mustard and all the other
It's
great
got-
condiments.
it's all-
Why would you taint it with mustard?
It's got all.
It was going so well.
I mean,
There's a portion with mustard, but not all of it.
Yeah, I just made it like 8 different flavors. You can mix them if you want to, I guess.
There's 8 with assorted condiments. One of them is gluten-free. One of them has like other dietary restrictions. Like,
Again, this is the 80s. There's no nobody knows about gluten.
Yes,
but somehow Mr. Rogers does.
Fair enough. Let's go with that. He's an eldritch being. He probably doesn't see time the same way.
Yeah, he probably exists in all times at all times.
Yeah, let's go with that.
If Bill Cipher were mixed with Mr. Rogers, it would
That's
be
a terrifying combination, and I love it.
Oh, lordy.
That's a All right,
It's kind of what I'm picturing.
A hot dog pie is teleported next to Ryan as Rad eyes it with such intense fury that you feel like if he had heat vision, which he sort of does with the flamethrower, that he would incinerate it.
Oh, that flamethrower is real close and real tempting.
So, Ryan, what do you do with the pie as the door closes? And also you hear, okay, well, enjoy the pie. And then he turns around and sees Damon. Howdy. You're new around here.
Hi. I'm, living with Rad, I guess.
I'm Mr. Rogers. I hope you have a fun time with him. Well, he has the best flamethrowers.
Okay. So I've heard.
There's also a pie in there. It's hot dog flavored.
Why, thanks.
Hot dog flavored or actual hot dogs?
Both.
Okay.
Ryan can't actually
and he holds out whatever substitute. What does he have instead of hands? Does he have hands, or does he have something to substitute that?
I think they will be hands, like I said, void-colored skin, which it's like the Vanta black, like the blackest, like.
So it's so black that it looks 2D.
Yes. And it's like normal hands, but with like long nails that are like borderline claws.
Okay.
And
so
probably an extra finger.
He holds out his extra fingered hand for a handshake.
I kind of
I would really not recommend doing telepathy with this man, or else you will get such a kickback that it'll probably
the voice in your head like,
feel
oh
like
my God.
It'll feel like your brain got kicked in the balls.
Allie, I actually do.
Like you really do want to use telepathy on this guy?
No. She was saying that I have a voice in my head saying don't do it.
No,
I'm assuming that my friend actually is telling me don't do it.
Yes, my friend is saying, yes, my friend, you do not want to look in this guy's head. I swear to God, you will feel like your brain got kicked in the balls. Also, it'll
feel like your brain got smacked with a gold brick covered in gold and lemon.
Lemon?
Smacked you in the head.
Did you say lemons?
Yes, lemon.
I'm just gonna hesitantly put my hand out.
It's the same effect as when someone drinks the gargle,
gargle blaster.
Yes, the thingy, the Pangalactic gargle blaster.
Okay, I don't know what that is, but sure, let's go with that. But anyways, don't look.
Is that from Hitchhiker?
That is.
Probably. All right, so
I don't recognize it, but it
sounds funny.
It sounded like it was.
All right, and so you shake hands. Rad, does anything happen? Does it feel weird?
I think there's like.
Does my hand instantly disintegrate?
I think there's a 3-second trance, which happens anytime Mr. Rogers shakes someone's hand for the first time, where like you're not looking into his mind telepathically, but for 3 seconds, it's like you are in another reality or like on another plane of existence outside of your own body, and then when you come back to yourself, he's like walking away down the hall, and you don't know what happened.
So it's like you're not used to that feeling, but after you shake his hand, the rest of the time it's normal?
Yeah, that only happens the first time you shake his hand. It's really fucking weird.
I'm assuming that's just like everyone. I feel like that's supposed to be your body getting used to his extra dimensionalness.
Mm-hmm. I think
Like
so.
he's
I'm
he's like 2D and 4D at the same time.
Mhm.
I'm gonna go into the apartment and just say, "What?"
What did I tell you? Don't make eye contact. Don't, like, that guy in particular. Stay the fuck away from him.
And so,
And don't eat that
Good to
pie.
know.
Who knows what's in there?
Ryan, what are you doing with the pie?
I had a knife in there. I'm like,
Let's just say he's
about
let's
to.
the
just
knife is
he's
in there. The knife is in there, but I'm just staying very, very still.
like he's thinking, should I eat this? I feel like I need to eat this, but I don't
should
know.
I do?
You're cutting a slice of pie as slowly as Rad closed the door.
Pretty much,
So,
I would assume.
Oh God.
how's that pie situation going?
That pie situation is me not knowing what to do. with Pie, like I don't know
Under
what
pressure.
I don't know what I just saw.
Okay, roll act under pressure.
Really?
We should I act under pressure?
No, you just
too?
have no idea what's going on, but you're not like freaking out so badly. Ryan has a decision to make. He must roll under pressure to decide.
Fair enough.
Should I also roll manipulate someone for telling him not to eat the pie?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh dear.
Oh, no.
Here we go.
-1. Why did I say this?
Oh, thank God.
Ryan?
Oh God.
1 sec.
All right, hold on. Let's see.
11? Oh wow.
Yeah, he got a nat
I
12.
don't know what I set out to do, though. That's the problem.
No, I'll tell you what to do.
Okay,
I'll tell
1
you what you
second.
decide, but let's see what Rad does first.
Well, it's gonna be horrible because I have -1 charm.
Well, you do.
Ooh.
So that
Mark
means
experience.
I'm eating the pie.
eat the
Oh,
whole
no.
pie. You eat the whole pie,
Oh, pie.
except for the mustard. Except for the mustard. Ryan, gain 1 experience, and you're totally fine. You're feeling like a food coma. Come on, though.
Oh, thank God.
Like the pie is
best vampire
perfect.
I've
The
ever-
pie was perfect.
Too perfect.
Like if you failed the roll under pressure roll, you would have thrown that pie out the window. But you did fine,
Honestly,
and you still resolved and ate the pie. And it's
honestly,
fine.
I was kind of asking to roll under pressure to do just that.
To throw-
To throw it out the window.
But
So,
nope.
guys, if you're keeping track,
Nope.
I've derailed us all with a hot dog pie.
No, it's fine. I'm
And
the
I
one
have
that made
no
the
regrets.
pie. Hey man, I made the pie happen. Also, roll add one experience.
I did just now.
How many experiences does everyone have?
I'm up to 3.
I think
I'm
I'm
currently at
Hang
2.
on.
I think
I
I'm
can-
still at 3.
Okay, yeah. So I've got 4.
Awesome. Hey, you know what? Grace, act under pressure for chess.
Okay. Which one was?
It's plus cool.
Okay, so nothing.
By the way,
Nothing.
if I don't use my hold to be where I need to be prepared and ready this session,
It'll-
does that roll over?
It rolls over.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah, I'll let you roll over for that one since it technically isn't a mystery. It's just
Yeah.
it's an introductory. It's technically the intro.
Okay, sounds good. Just thought I would check so I know if I have
Yeah.
to use it.
All right, Grace, mark experience. You lose the chess, but you gain you gain.
A friendship.
An understanding.
Well, you lose so bad that you vow to come back and come back later and beat him, and you're both still neutral towards each other.
Wow, that puts Grace's chess skills not in a good place.
I don't know. I don't feel like she's the kind of person who would.
She's not for vengeance.
No, she wouldn't be the vengeance-seeking type.
Since you lost, you did lose badly. So, what mood did she put this in?
I think she would be like, maybe this game isn't for me. Maybe I should just not.
You mentioned the CH word. I mean the CHK word. You mentioned checkers.
Oh no.
Since you don't know you personally don't know his backstory, so you mentioned the checkers.
Okay. Maybe I should just stick with checkers.
Get out.
Get
out. Get out. Get out. Yeah, his voice has changed for the deeper, and he said, get out, get out, get out, get out, and he won't stop.
I flee the room.
I almost just used my hold to be where I need to. I don't want to, but I thought about it real hard.
All right, and so that happened. Now for Ryan, how do you meet your character that showed up?
That's a good question because I
Do
have
they-
no
do they-
idea how I'm gonna meet my character.
Well, do they show up at the door like Rad's character, or are you?
I don't know why they'd show up at the character. You know what they would? They'd find some more people and they'd want to gather their essence, or see if they have a unique essence.
So he feels like the sudden amount of people in the room and wants to investigate.
Yes.
Does that work? All right. And so another knock on the door happens.
Rad looks through the peephole.
What does he see?
He sees a man in his maybe his mid-20s, dressed a bit younger, in a with a coat. They look like they're dressing a bit younger than they are.
So they're dressed like a teenager?
Yes. With a needlessly sweet coat, because everyone I make has to have a sweet coat. That's just.
I mean, that's just the rule for creating fictional characters. They all need
Pretty much.
like an amazing coat.
Everyone
Alright.
needs a sweet coat.
Dressed like a teen
Coat,
with a sweet
cloak.
coat. Okay.
Something like that.
Continue.
And I
So
want to
this
go
kid-
read A Darker Shade of Magic by Victoria Schwab.
So this kid, we're calling him a kid even though he's older than my actual character.
Ah.
I don't have a name for him yet, but he's got these vials, maybe bottles, something weird. What's a weird image? Weird container.
Beakers?
Beakers. He has beakers.
Got
And he's got a
vials and Like on
Is
his
this
belt
rated
or
for
what?
alchemist salesman?
He's got a weird gizmo gun thingamabob.
are these on his belt or just on his person, on his coat?
He has a belt, but that is completely unconnected to it.
All right, so where is he keeping these beakers and stuff?
Actually, he's keeping these beakers. I hadn't considered that part. He's keeping them.
In his
He's,
front pocket?
He's got big beakers are big. He's holding a tray filled with beakers. He's just holding a tray of it. He's got a tray. He's got a tray.
Okay.
Brad's like, I hate salesmen.
He's not a salesman though, because he uses this gizmo gun thingy, and if he shoots at someone, he will use it to extract their essence. And he puts this into the beakers, into one of the beakers, and it becomes a special thing. Whatever the thing is, no one knows. It's like an essence of air.
Becomes weird liquid.
Yes, becomes weird liquid, which he can shake, and he can put into another device on his belt, and it will give him a power connected to it. He's a weird scientist. And every time
Interesting.
he thinks of something sciencey, he gets an AHOSH.
A what?
He's,
Oh, what?
the strands of hair just pop up.
Oh.
Danganronpa protagonist syndrome.
You mean an
Oh.
ahogi? I thought it was an ahogi. Is that actually how it's pronounced?
Okay, it might. It's no.
Do,
We're gonna make if we debate this, someone's gonna be talking about something we don't want to.
Fair enough. So I'll just write down hair gets spiky when he gets an idea.
Yes. Okay, yeah.
it's a Hoj. I looked it up.
Good. Okay, cool. So he is he's yeah. So he's come here and he wants to meet these
Where does he
people with
live in
the
relative? Where does he live relative to Rad?
He lives
Down the hall,
His
across the
apartment,
hall.
in the fire escape. You open up the fire escape. It's actually a fake fire escape, and that's where his apartment is.
Lives in a fake.
Interesting.
You open up the fire escape because you think it's the fire escape, but no, it's his apartment.
Is that on every floor or just one?
On every floor.
Oh God.
Sure, the
That-
fire escape is our science division. Let's go with that.
Okay, so but Rad's workshop.
Because there's fire there,
is-
so you should escape.
Rad's workshop is looking like a greenhouse on the roof. I feel like how this manifests is that the fake fire escape is positioned as such that occasionally, if you are in the greenhouse part of Rad's workshop, you see this guy's face pressed against the glass as he just creeps on everything, but he can't actually enter the rooftop workshop.
Because you locked the
I
window.
think he wants to get in because he
I
wants
lost
to analyze the different essences of the different plants inside the
I
greenhouse.
locked the window, and this is the other reason for the protection spells on Rad's stuff. So all he can do is, like, just press his face to the glass like a toddler at the zoo, like, watching.
Yeah.
Reminder, he's still outside.
Oh, yeah,
He's still
Rad's not
outside the
opening
door.
that door.
So he recognizes him.
Rad recognizes him, does not open the door, turns to Ryan and goes, "Whatever you do, don't let that guy in my house."
Oh, okay. Wow, you're not giving out sound advice at the moment. I mean, I think maybe. Wait.
Do I have to
don't-
roll again?
Yes, roll manipulate somebody, sure.
Okay. What was that? -1? Again?
Yes.
Oh boy. Here we go. Hey!
Hey, one. So
Hey!
if you don't let him in the house, you get an experience, Ryan.
Okay, well, I guess we're not letting him in the house.
You're feeling your legs at least get. You can at least limp now. Let's go with that. You feel the numbness leaving your legs now. So you can limp
I can
around the room.
Awesome.
Let's say that's what that essence thing did.
What essence? He hasn't come in yet.
Fair enough. But you but you can at least walk over to
He
the door
breaks
and
down
talk
the
to him.
door using. Name something.
What? Battering
Name
ram?
something strong. Battering ram? No, I like. Okay.
Let me just say, if that guy breaks down the door, he will get shot or stabbed by one of many weapons that Rad Booley has within immediate range of the door.
Question, is the door even locked?
Yes. Also,
Um,
protection spells, so I mean, like, he can't really get in without knowing how.
Yeah, I think with protection spells, like, he's not entering Rad's apartment, but I don't want to cut off your thing either. You can, like, maybe open the
technically-
door and have the chain on, or, like, you can go
Yeah,
in.
that.
He's not coming
Technically,
inside.
we've established that. Aren't the protection spells just like an alert?
No,
like an
no,
alarm?
that just-
they do
no.
actively keep people out most of the
Okay.
time. I think
He
it's
just-
like
We just said that he knows when there's somebody in his.
I think like if it's like a monster, like it actively keeps them out. If it's someone like Bengay, it's maybe like a softer setting on the bug zapper. Like, however, it would have been very unpleasant for Bengay to get through, but not like.
But he knows how
it's not
to
gonna
like
kill him.
He knows like how to
Yeah.
deactivate
Okay.
that stuff.
He knows how to get past, but like Rad is very firm on this guy and Mr. Rogers and also any assorted monsters like not entering Rad's apartment. This is his specialty.
Pretty much.
All right.
So that's how
Well,
that works.
Figure
I
we should
don't-
get that
I
clear.
don't want to cut off your interaction with the neighbor you made up, but also character-wise, I don't think
Yeah.
Rad would ever let him in.
Understandable.
All right. So if you want, Ryan, you can at least go to the door and open it a crack to talk to the guy.
There's
Like,
probably
if, like-
like
you didn't let him in.
Rad
Like
puts
as long
the
as he
chain
doesn't
on.
get in, you should be fine and get the experience.
No,
Does that work?
I guess we're saving the interactions with. Well, Ryan's gonna do what he's told, so
Well, I mean, he
Tell you
can.
what.
I mean, if he's like curious enough, he can at least talk to the guy through the door. Like if you yell loud enough.
okay, that's great. But
Okay.
firstly, I don't have a name established. I'm still working out the kinks in this character.
Oh.
Character, I've
You had every other person's interaction. Were you just too busy making puns?
yes.
You know the end.
Fair enough.
Okay. see, now I don't know how to get it in this particular case because like it's just talking. I hadn't planned for just talking.
Well, just give me a name and a general personality, and I can do something.
I don't have a name. I'm bad with names.
What's a good pun? What's a good science pun? What's a good fucking 80s pun? Considering this man is dressed like a teen.
His name is Alchemy.
Alchemy is a good name.
That is an Ace Attorney level pun there.
Okay, his name is Alexander Kemi, often shortened to Al.
Alex, is it spelled with A-L-E or A-L-A?
Alexander Kemi.
Al Kemi. Can I at least, you know what? I want his hair to be Weird Al Yankovic's. Can he just have big curly hair?
That was literally the only hair I've not given him in my mind.
Was that?
That defeats the whole
Teen thing?
okay thing. Yeah, because that doesn't make it as noticeable if he's got Weird Al hair.
Well, I mean, if it's just like a straight up piece of hair inside the Weird Al hair, then it would look weird. Unicorn of hair.
Let's not do that. Actually,
fair enough. You want to have him have slicked back hair or something?
Yeah, he's got slicked hair. It doesn't. He's got a tiny bit of a fringe.
Like Phoenix Wright.
Got horrible hair.
So basically, this is just a Phoenix Wright character, and we're all just going to go with that.
Pretty much.
Yeah, it's a Phoenix Wright
It happened. And it's not even the detective.
And so he knocks on the
he's
door.
actually the murderer.
All right, let me give what's
He's
a good
exactly
voice
the
for this
murderer.
guy? What's a good voice for this guy?
Do a Phoenix Wright voice.
Hey. No.
That's not a
That is
That
not
is
Phoenix
not
Wright
a
voice.
Phoenix
There's
Wright.
nobody's
You're not good at
voicing
Phoenix
Phoenix
Wright
Wright, man.
You say objection to
The
get in the
newer
mood.
games do have voices.
The newer
don't they?
games, yeah, but not much.
Just say objection and then use dub inflection
Objection.
for whatever you say. Like, really intent on stuff.
Hey, let me. God damn it! My voice is getting cracky.
Don't go after the Phoenix Wright voice. That's probably a bad idea.
Try going
in
after
the
an
long
Apollo
run.
voice.
Hey, let me
That
in.
didn't help
I'm gonna sound like an anime character. Fuck it. Hey, let me in. Let me in, guys. I feel a bunch of new people in there. I want their essence.
Brad's like,
Wow,
I
that
told you
doesn't
before,
sound-
get out of here or the flamethrower is coming out.
Oh, come on. I at least want to talk to the one guy that seems to have a slightly crazy one.
Which one?
Wow. Really?
I don't know. I can't really see through the reverse
Yeah.
thing here.
You know what? Why don't
Yes.
you go bother Mr. Rogers?
I already have his essence. It doesn't do anything.
That's shocking to me. I feel like I would do some weird
That is
shit.
an out. Okay, that albeit Mr. Rogers' essence he can't use yet.
Mr. Rogers' essence
It's too complicated.
cracks the vial and like every time he tries to take Mr.
Yeah,
Rogers' essence, it like fucks over his whole experiment.
Yeah.
It yeah, okay.
In fact, it
does
blows
the-
up my stuff.
Oh, hang on. It does this. Where are?
Oh, that's gonna be fun.
Processing.
No, never mind. Don't. It's.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's
It'll take too long.
unspeakable.
It's unspeakable. It just makes explosions.
You
It,
can't put it
it
into
explodes
words.
my beakers. I don't have that many beakers. The crazy guy at least will give me something interesting that won't explode my beakers.
How
I
do
can
you
feel
know
him in there. He's on the floor.
That.
What?
You know,
How does he know that it won't explode his beakers?
At least maybe it won't explode him. I'm hoping not. He's not an eldritch being, I think. I can just feel people in there. That's what my sonar said.
under the logic that Rad would like to verify that Ryan is not an eldritch creature like Mr. Rogers, Rad will stand to the side slightly, but has his finger on the door chain, making sure that door stays closed. But he kind of looks at Ryan like, if you want to talk to him, your funeral. Literally.
Come on, I promise it won't hurt. It won't do anything. Just let me talk to you, man.
That's very concerned. Wow, okay. You've only come off slightly weird. And that's saying something coming from
Only slightly.
I can help you make stuff.
Listen, I can help you make stuff.
Question.
Yes.
Could you make...
Can I use telepathy through
Oh,
the door on him
Oh,
when I can't see
Oh.
him?
Let's
Damien-
see.
Damien's not in the apartment yet, or is he?
Yes, I
Yeah,
am.
he came in while the whole
Oh.
pie thing was going on.
Thank God you're
yeah,
safe! I thought, oh, your essence is toast.
Yeah, no, I came in after Mr. Rogers left.
Okay.
I was in before Ryan ate the pie.
Okay.
I'm gonna say no because you can't
Okay.
see him, and also protection spells. Let's go with that.
And I've never seen him.
Yeah, let's go with that. Yeah, you haven't seen him,
Okay.
and you don't know what he looks like, and there's a door in the way.
Since Rad has gotten out of the way of the people, can I look through the people?
Yeah, but like I said, the door's still
Okay.
in the way unless you want to open it up and. Stuff.
The door is cracked, but there is a door chain that is keeping it like just a crack open. Like he's looking through, you can kind of see his face, but he's not getting in.
Okay.
So,
And the
Ryan,
the
what
doors-
were you saying before?
I don't know.
I can help you make. You wanna? I can teach you how to do stuff.
A compelling argument, but we
I got lasers.
To do stuff.
I got
Man,
lasers.
I've got lasers. What are you talking about?
No, you don't.
You don't know what I got.
Actually, no, that no, you don't came from from fucking Benjamin.
Ben Gay, what are you still doing here? I thought you
No,
left
that came out. It came out of the speaker.
It's so hard to tell. My hearing aid.
He's
just kidding, I
spying
don't have
on
one of
us.
those.
We're in a very odd scenario.
What do you mean I don't have lasers? Did you take my lasers?
And the thing is silent. Anyways,
He took
I'm
my
not.
fucking lasers again.
I'm not going off on a side tangent with that.
Sorry.
So Ryan, what is your response to this guy offering to teach you how to make weird shit?
It's a bit concerning right now. So we're still trying to get to the grips with the weird eldritch being who gave us the greatest pie in the known universe.
Mr. Rogers, what does he think of Mr. Rogers? Other than just the exploding. Is he neutral about him?
He's concerned. He doesn't know what's going on. A weird being made the most amazing pie in the universe.
I'm talking about.
No,
I'm talking about Alexander. What does he think of?
Alexander, what does he think of? He wants to figure out how to make his essence work.
So he's just curious about him.
Maybe he needs.
So he's-
maybe he needs to
so
combine it
Mr.
with something.
Rogers is his goal,
Yes, he's
basically, right?
He's a goal because he's curious about Mr. Rogers. What he's from, what his eldritch being comes from. What
He
the
will capture the essence of me.
He will capture the essence of Mr. Rogers.
And like, you're getting the vibe that this was the guy that Benjamin was talking about with the mad scientist thing. Considering he's in fact wearing a lab coat, and you can see a sort of laser gun poking out from behind the door crack.
This guy's wearing a lab coat over another coat.
Yes,
Wild.
I thought by coat you meant lab coat because you.
No idea.
Can I walk away from the door to the point where I can see through the door at the guy, and can I jinx him?
Yes, roll weird.
Oh boy.
My weird is +3 now.
No,
Oh,
that's even
boy.
better. Because that's what you took when you leveled up. Roll experience, I guess. Oh,
Blake,
God.
Blake, are you ever good at this game?
I mean, sometimes.
Are you sure?
I
God.
As your big
Allegedly good at
sister, I
this.
have to tell you, I'm a little concerned.
By the time we get to the end of this and we ask those questions, I'm probably gonna get another level up.
Oh, God. Okay, well, I mean, we're not...
Okay,
all right, whatever.
we'll see.
Damien is going
let's
to
see.
be the
Okay, so
highest
what-
I
level
hold
character.
2. Let's see.
Honestly,
Uh,
Ryan is a bit overwhelmed at the moment. Lots of things are going on, and he'd like to go back to the room where he's got all his pins and posters on the walls that all connect to different things. He's getting too much at once here.
I have a +3 and it's still failed.
you did mark that experience, right? Yeah.
Yes, I did.
Oh, God.
I'm 2 experience from another level up.
Damien
You know
is
what?
going to be the highest level character just by virtue of being super unlucky.
Pretty
Oh,
much.
potentially, definitely.
I need it.
All
Apparently.
right, Ryan,
Okay.
you feel slightly less cool. You take -1 forward. I want you to act. Your curiosity is getting too much. I want you to act under pressure. -1, minus whatever your cool is.
No.
So,
See, my
Oh,
cool
no.
is -1.
so you have -2.
Is that from me?
Yes. Like,
Oh
like,
no.
Ryan feels slightly
So-
more flushed.
Oh no.
You
I'm so sorry.
walk over to the door and you're just cornered. You shove your face in that crack and you're just talking to each other now. Your curiosity's too much. You just limp over to that corner and you're just
I'm
face
so
to face
sorry.
from the door corner.
Rad just shakes
I'm
his head like,
so
gonna get his fucking
sorry.
essence stolen. I told him,
I'm
kids don't
so
listen.
sorry.
This is why I don't want roommates.
You're face to face with them. What happens? What are you talking about stuff?
I want to see his lab.
Oh.
You seen the lab?
Oh no.
We went very abruptly from, I'm gonna peek out the door to, yeah, I'll go with him.
I'll go to his lab and never appear again.
Also,
Oh,
Damien.
for new character.
Okay. What is Rad doing right now? What has he been doing through all this?
He has been shaking his head, holding his hand on the lock, make sure that lock stays closed.
All right.
Oh no.
I'm trying to think of what else the Jinx does.
Oh no. I mean, Red's not really
I'm
doing much at the
so
moment.
sorry.
You know what? I'm just going to do target find something you left for them. The gun is pointed at Ryan's face and your essence is stolen.
My
And
essence.
nothing happens, but you see some weird wispy stuff come out of your face and into a
Yes,
jar. And into a jar.
So what?
So here's
So what you're saying is, Grace had a nice game of chess. I shook hands with an Eldritch Abomination, and Jacob got his.
He
essence.
is being the butt monkey, okay?
okay, we need to
We're-
point
no,
out the
we're
essence
both.
Isn't actually that important. Like
I know, it doesn't do anything. It's just like
yeah, it doesn't
your
do anything.
aura
What
or
he does
whatever.
is he puts it into one of these dials and he puts it into a weird compartment in like a belt and he shakes it up a bit and it gives him like an ability or something based on whatever he stole it from, whatever the essence is from.
Cool. So
It's
you did mark that experience, correct?
Yes.
Cool.
I would
Also,
love- I love
please
that-
note that you would have failed anyway. It's just the -2 made it worse.
I would have failed anyway.
That's
Oh,
reassuring.
I,
So the Jinx
This is a sign.
has finished.
this is a sign of things to come. By
Like,
the way,
I'm just-
Oh, boy.
I'm just in a general sense. Ryan has left his essence out for the guy, and so it is taken. So the jinx is done. Ryan, you slightly open the door, just follow the guy to his lab.
Yeah, we're
I'm
going
so
to
sorry.
Going to
Oh dear. Oh lordy.
no.
Rad will shut the door and lock it again. But, well, his funeral. Ben Gay, he's gonna yell at the speaker. You're gonna have to find a new leg man.
Oh, he'll be fine. Don't worry.
Listen, I was
Ryan's just like slowly walking down the hallway, one step at a time.
It's literally that scene from Princess Bride where Wesley's like walking along the hall but with like limp frog legs.
Oh,
Pretty much.
I don't remember
Oh.
that.
When he's like just waking up from being mostly dead and they're getting him.
Oh, okay.
All right. And so, fucking, has it been 2 hours and 15 minutes, I think, right? Or 3?
It's been 3 hours.
Hot
3 hours.
damn. It's still recording, right?
Yep. We're still
Damn,
going.
all right.
Sorry, that's me and my antics, I'm sure.
No, it's just everybody's antics put together.
This has been fun.
It would have been even
This is
it
all
would have
of
been
our
even
antics.
longer if Fawn were here.
Yeah.
All right. We'll figure that out.
So
We'll just say like
so we're ending it there.
not yet. And so Ryan limps off to the fire escape where he finds whatever that lab looks like. That's up to you, Ryan.
Oh,
And
okay.
just you don't technically have a lab. You don't technically have like that weird. You don't have the weird lab part of that because you have to ask that guy to enter because there's like a fingerprint scanner. So it's locked at all times except for his fingerprints.
It
so you-
actually looks like a standard lab. Like there's just lots of white, and he's not actually that creepy. It turns out
Yes, he's
The
very
lab.
pleasant, isn't he?
he just likes people's essences, and that just comes off really creepy.
It really does.
It really does. But luckily, Ryan is technically the crazy character, so he's fine. And so, let's say you learn how to do weird science, just as that for that explanation.
Yeah, weird science.
And so he gives you your essence potion as a gift. What does it look
I have
like?
my- Well, it's just
He got
it's
his
just-
own
it's-
essence back?
It's a vial with a liquid in it. Oh, that's it.
What color?
Essence color.
Green.
It's green. Okay.
The more you
What kind
I
of
was
green?
not gonna make a comment about how the description earlier sounded like snot, but when you say it looks green, I don't know what I'm supposed to do with that.
It's
Ectoplasm?
it's a green wispy like a green
That came
wispy
from his
substance.
face. It's not like let's just call it what it is.
No.
Yeah.
And so throughout the night, Ryan learns how to do weird science and stuff and makes friends with the guy. And so there's a weird
Right.
chess guy next door. He should be fine tomorrow after that incident. And there's a detective skeleton down the hall. And is it like a direct next door neighbor situation? Like is he like the next room over, Mr. Rogers?
Probably a next door situation or like whatever is easier, next door or across the hall or somehow existing in the same space but a different dimension as Rad's apartment.
Let's just say he's on the right side. He's like on the right. He's in the room right to the right.
All right, that sounds
He's
fine.
he's a next door neighbor, literally.
Mm-hmm. All right.
And so we have a pleasant that chess obsessed, a man cursed with chess, a skeleton private eye who was originally a baker,
Private
private socket, and a mad scientist who lives on the fire escape. Does it still operate as a fire escape?
Oh no, if a fire happens, we're all toast.
That's why I said it's not a fire escape because you escape from a fire. It's because there's fire there, so you should escape.
Especially with a flamethrower on the premises, that seems like a bad idea.
Yeah.
Rad probably complains all the time about like fire hazards in the fire escape lab without doing anything about his flamethrower. Like it's a lot of hypocrisy.
Ugh. Well, that was
Most likely.
extremely entertaining. How did everyone think of that?
Oh, that was great.
Yeah.
Well, shit, that a good thing it died right at the end. Holy shit.
It died at the end because your character died on the fire escape, and
Ha.
that's the end.
Funny. All right. I guess that wraps everything up. I don't really think we need to do again end of session stuff because of
Okay.
because
Well, we didn't save anyone from. We didn't conclude the current mystery.
there was no mystery, so there, yeah.
Yeah, and there's. We didn't save
Well,
someone from certain death.
We investigated the mystery, the sweater.
Technically, we did. We technically concluded that as far as we're going.
Pretty much, we learned something new about the world, that being the apartment, and
The sweater, you mean the sweater?
And we did learn some things about
each other, yeah.
Rad, and so we each get 2.
I think Rad saved Damien.
You all get 1 experience, and no, that wasn't certain death. That was just saving them for more pinholes.
You don't know that sweater like I do.
Okay.
Yes, I do. I make the monsters.
I made that monster.
Anyways, you all mark 1 experience.
All right.
Okay.
Oh, hey.
I didn't read the bottom part that said you need to mark 3 or 4 and you need to get 3 or 4 to mark 2.
Yeah.
I did. Not
Yeah. Whew.
Okay, so that makes sense.
How's
So now
so?
I'm at 4 XP.
I've got a level up in here that I need to use and get something.
Oh, so Ryan, you leveled up because of that end of experience stuff?
No, I didn't. I actually leveled up earlier. I just didn't
Oh.
add anything.
All right, and so Damien leveled up once and got +1 weird.
Yep.
And Grace didn't because she didn't really do a lot today, unfortunately. Then again, she was drowsy for most of it.
Or half of it.
Half of it.
She did some really cute things.
Yeah. Plus, you did really good at the charm thing, so.
I was just trying to use my powers, and half of it worked like half the time.
Yeah.
So wait, actually...
Which, considering the amount that I used it, that's not very good odds.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I think that... So everyone marks down 1 experience right now?
Yeah.
Okay, I think that puts me at 5 experience. That's...
Level up?
Yeah.
That means you level up.
Yeah.
So, I guess, what do you choose?
I'm working on what I want to choose. See, I'm not going to take another flake mood. I want to not pick a nut.
Didn't you say you wanted, like, either preparedness or something else?
Yeah, we're going to grab preparedness, or I've read about this before. And now I can say I've read about this before because I met a scientist who likes.
Yes, he has a big library, I guess, and the internet exists, so you can just.
He has essences of things, weird things. He doesn't have essence of sweater yet. Don't tell him about essence of sweater.
So yeah.
Honestly, okay. Can I just say something?
Go on.
Okay. So if he had been let into the room, I was gonna open the closet and let the sweater out and attack him.
Don't like the sweater doesn't deserve that.
I was considering it, but then I realized 1, you're not gonna let him in the room. 2, we did kind of knock out the thing.
Yeah, the sweater was still unconscious, probably.
So probably what would have happened is I opened the door and it's just sitting there. Dang it!
All right, so Ryan got prepared. No, not prepared. Yeah, I've read about this before. Oh, right. Does Rad have a computer?
Yeah, he probably would have picked one up as part of his trying to pick up new hobbies. I don't think he's used it much. He's still like a 2-finger typer. I think it's in like one of his like crafting areas, and it's buried under a lot of like fabric and wood scraps and like all the other stuff that he has lying around. Like,
We'll say Ryan found that and plugged it in, and he's using that as his personal "I've read about this before" excuse.
okay, yep.
Does that work out, Ryan?
Yeah, as long as he's read about it before.
I mean, that's the only way to excuse it, unless he visits the library a lot.
I mean, he reads a lot. Probably.
He probably could do that too.
He needs to read a lot. If you walk into Ryan's apartment, his own apartment, just papers everywhere. Pins, papers, papers. Which is why right now it's very annoying.
So the ability currently is it's more about the ability to recall the information, not the fact that he is not the actual reading.
Yeah.
He's already done.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's just the recalling this information at times that he needs
pretty much. It's going to be real fun, especially considering whatever cool happens.
Okay, so I'm just curious. So, Jacob, you're at how many level ups? 2?
2 level ups.
Okay. Kiara, you're at 1?
I would be at level 2 right now.
Everyone starts at level 1. So
gained,
Jacob's level 3, Grace is level 2, and Damien's also level 2, right? Or is he level 3 now?
No, I'm level
level 3 now.
Because I failed a lot on the first one too, and in the flashback stuff.
Fair enough. And so
I got my first level up during the flashback.
And so Lamia is still level 1 though. Okay, good to know.
Unless this 1 XP gets her up.
Fair enough.
I have 4 experience, so I need 1 more to level up.
And you're also level 1. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So Damien, you're okay. So Damien, you...
and I am 1 XP away from leveling up.
Indeed. Okay, so Damien got.
So I'm just zooming in.
Yep. So Damien got 1 level. Grace has got 1 level, and so does Ryan. Got it. And you got +1 weird, not sure yet, and I've read about this before. Correct?
Yep.
Cool.
I'm so annoyed that +3 weird did not help me at all in that situation.
Yeah, weird.
You got the second worst possible roll you could have gotten.
Yeah, you almost got snake eyes.
I better not be the Will Wheaton of this freaking
I was
group.
thinking butt monkey, but I was thinking Jacob would be that since he's not the combat guy.
Is that a thing from the thing you've been watching?
It's not specifically from Critical Role. He's just a person who does D&D and tabletop games and stuff. Sometimes with the Critical Role people, sometimes not. But he is infamous for getting 1s.
Oof.
He has terrible luck.
That's hilarious.
I'm pretty sure on his Twitter he takes a picture of every single one he
Like,
gets.
just so you
And there's a
know,
lot of
you
them.
can pick another role model. You don't have to mimic the person who only gets 1s.
I want to pick my role model as Taliesin because he gets 20s
Wait, guys,
a lot.
let us savor this. Role model.
Ah.
I got it.
All right, and also just so everyone knows, the title card is made by Number 9 Robotic, and that guy in the middle with the whole hands thing, that is my Dungeon Master Sona. Basically. It's a big old cloak, he's got a star for an eye, and he's got power gloves on.
Is
All
that
right.
He's got a star
that's,
and
What
a
could
move.
that's
go
also
wrong?
the voice inside Ryan. That's also the voice inside Ryan's head sometime.
Yes, he is. But he's not an actual character in the game. I'm just the one that makes the monsters for you to solve. He's not chaotic evil, he's chaotic funny.
Mm-hmm. That's
When
my
people
play
die,
style.
chaotic.
All right. It's been nice, everyone, and welcome to the Monster Squad.
Yeah.
Oh god.
It was good to meet everybody, except like who I have known for many,
Yes.
almost as if we're related somehow.
Almost as if we're related.
And here we go. It is the next day. Ilamia stirs awake, and you see that everyone else is either asleep or not in the room at the moment.
Oh, jeez. That was quite a nap.
Well, I mean, it probably was just a second wind for that sleeping potion, so. But you notice there's like a slice of what seems to be a meat pie sitting on the coffee table. It smells like mustard, if you know what that smells like.
Ugh. I poke it.
It's nothing happens. It's just a meat pie.
I take a bite out of it.
It tastes like hot dogs and mustard.
I'm assuming this is Ryan's doing.
He looked like he ate most of it. God damn it! Did you hear that?
Yeah.
All right, hold on a sec. All right. So the room is either empty or just sleeping. Ryan's not there though. But you feel his presence still inside the building, and he's just sleeping somewhere else. Since you're going to, I'm gonna say this. Since you'll be living here for a while, maybe it'll be a good idea to get know thy neighbor.
Alright. That's how I know who's our neighbor.
I mean, if you did you hear that too?
Yes.
God dang it. Alright, what was I saying? Alright, so if you want, here, let's go with this. What does it sound like when you get telepathically told by the council?
I don't know, probably just like them being like, hey, you should do a thing, that kind of thing.
Like you just hear that in your head?
Yeah, it's probably just like a casual kind of thing.
Yeah, let's go with that. They contacted you in the night and like in one of your dreams, and so they told you that since they kind of analyzed your current situation, they say, go meet some of the neighbors.
Well, I guess I'll do that.
Or at least one of them. And
I exit the apartment
and you're in a hallway, and you got one room. You can go to the one across the hall, or just really any of the hallway. Everyone already went to the one on the left, and one on the across the hall, further down the hallway. And there's we already visited the one directly to the right. Which one do you want to?
Am I supposed to meet anybody specific, or?
No, just anyone new.
Alright, I'll just walk down the right and walk until I find a new door, I guess.
Alright, hold on a second. Okay, I'm returned, and I had an idea.
Yay.
To justify your sudden weird, the council went through your record and noticed you failed magic a lot. Or at least failed telepathy with them. So they sent you some telepathic basics directly into your brain. So at least now you're average at it.
Yeah.
Like you can do it a little bit easier.
I was always better at punching, not communicating.
Yeah. Alright. And so, the fun part. Where I'm going to test your improv skills here.
Alright.
Create a neighbor.
Oh, goody.
this whole building is filled with monsters, mad scientists, or etc. Or maybe even a witch. Whatever floats your boat.
So what did they create?
Hold on. Google signed me out for some reason. I gotta sign back in again. Alright, characters made. Since there was a lot of jokes last night because one is a man cursed to move like a chess piece by a checkers demon named Steve King. Charles Xanadu Bones, private socket, a noir detective skeleton, who was never actually a detective but decided to roll with it. And since, he doesn't have eyes, he has to do private socket. Eye socket,
Okay.
you get it? Eye socket.
Yeah, I was just kind of like, okay.
Yep. Mr. Rogers, in quotation marks.
Wow.
Some sort of eldritch being with skin of Vanta black, so it's like his skin is so black that it looks two-dimensional. And he's got weird horns and fangs. He also wears a perfect hand-knitted sweater. He's a very he's a very pleasant neighbor, but shares a sort of Dinkelberg situation with Rad Booley, where Rad hates him a lot, but Mr. Rogers thinks they're best friends.
Okay.
Also, he can cook. He's I'm not, out of character. He's the one that made the hot dog pie.
Ah.
And the last one is Alexander Al Kemi.
Ha!
Yes, he's a young man in his 20s. He's got spiky hair, and he gets in a hoagie, whatever, that little hair flip thing that spikes up when he gets an idea. He also has a gun that can extract essence, which it doesn't do anything to the person, but he can make some weird potions out of it.
Cool. Alright, so I think I have an idea.
Okay.
So I open up the door and I knock on the door.
Yeah.
And I hear this old lady voice say, just a moment. And some shuffling, and then like a shit ton of locks unlocking later. And then the door opens to reveal this nice old lady that almost looks like somebody's grandma with the classic like grandma curly hair and the round glasses and just a very kind smile. And as usual, there are about 20 cats just in the room with her.
Are they various kinds, or?
Yeah, she got all kinds. She got long hair, short hair, naked.
Yeah, okay. And so, give me a backstory for her. Oh, continue. Yeah, sure.
She got long hair, short hair, naked, lions, tigers, cheetahs.
Oh, so she has big cats too.
Yeah.
Okay.
This lady is a very experienced hunter of monsters. She's kind of like a ranger from D&D. Her cats basically do all of the work. Well, they used to before she got
retired.
Too old to really keep up. Now she's just everybody's crazy cat lady grandma in the building, and she likes to bake cookies.
Like she was a part of the monster squad as a professional hunter. I'm assuming she went out to the tropical areas a lot, right?
She probably would.
Like she was like one of the hunters that went out into the tropical areas and fought dinosaurs that haven't died yet.
Yeah, that kind of shit.
All right. Okay, so she's a little old lady with 20 cats of any kind. Okay.
Well, 20 that you can really see from the door.
Okay, I'll put down 20-ish cats.
20-ish. Because you know they hide everywhere.
I know that from personal experience. I'll write down hunted monsters in more wild areas instead of public. Yeah.
Yeah. Uses cats as...
Weapons, yeah.
No, not as weapons, but more as, like, her fighting companions.
Yeah. And what is this old lady's name?
Kathy.
Kathy... I'm encouraging puns here.
Kathy Clawton.
Could you spell that?
Clawton.
Ah, okay. Is that a Tarzan reference? Does she have a massive shotgun somewhere?
Wait, I'm sorry. It's my computer went into sleep mode. You cut out.
So, was that a Tarzan reference? Does she have a massive shotgun somewhere?
No, it wasn't it wasn't like a reference to Clayton. I wanted something that was related to a cat pun, to be honest.
You know what? That's fair. I still want to imagine this old lady having a massive shotgun, though.
She probably does somewhere in a closet.
Like a big old elephant gun.
Yeah, I just want her to pull it out eventually and be like, I won't hesitate, bitch!
Probably. Kathy Clawton, old lady, looks like a grandma, has 20-ish cats of various sizes, including big cats. Is like a D&D ranger and hunted in the more wild areas of the world.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Alright, I'll be voicing this old lady, since I kind of take over for NPCs, but thank you for the example. Oh, hello, young lady.
Oh, hello, ma'am. I recently moved in here, and I was trying to get myself familiar with the neighbors.
Ooh, you got some cool tattoos there.
Oh, well, thank you.
I think I've seen them before, but my memory's kind of fucked right now.
Oh, wow, you have quite the mouth.
Oh, I'm old enough to not care anymore.
Okay,
I mean, you want to have some tea or something?
Sure, that seems lovely.
Come in. Okay, careful of Tony. He's got a bit of a, he's a little shy around strangers. And she is, in fact, referring to the tiger.
That's what I was... Oh, okay.
And so you're led inside, and like some of the other Hunter apartments, there is a staircase in the corner that leads to their own sleeping room. And how would they say this room is decorated? Like cat posts and elevated cat sitting areas near the ceiling, or
probably something like that, and maybe some like jungle plants to make the more exotic cats feel at home.
Jungle plants and cat toys everywhere.
Probably a lot of cat beds, but there's also like probably some trophies of like some really proud hunts, or pictures of like her family and stuff. You know, typical grandma stuff.
I mean, you say that as a joke. My grandma had a big old bear rug hanging on the wall.
My grandma used to have a bunch of ducks. Like, not like actual ducks, but like plastic ducks that...
She also had, I think my grandma also had a picture of her where she shot like a 10-foot long boar.
Oh, dang.
Yeah.
My grandma doesn't have anything like that. She just has a bunch of pictures of us.
Yeah, that's fair. So, it seems it's like our grandmas did a fusion, but instead of pigs and ducks, it's cats.
I guess.
Eh.
My grandma's kind of peaceful.
That's fair.
She's really nice. I really like her.
That's good. And so you're led through to her little kitchen area where she's brewing some tea, and there's cats everywhere,
As expected.
as expected. And there's like a bobcat sitting on the counter next to the tea brewer.
Oh, hello there.
Careful, he's kind of new.
Oh,
And
What's
so
his
the bobcat's just kind of staring at you. Well, I don't have a proper name. I've just been calling him Bob.
'cause he's a bobcat.
Yes. I need a better pun, though. But that's for later. Here, have some tea. And she hands you a teacup.
I
It's
take a sip.
There is, like, very little cat hair anywhere, miraculously. Like, perhaps she has a lot of rollers or something, but there's definitely, like, no cat hair anywhere, surprisingly.
Or she has like a magic spell that just
That's
sucks
also-
the cat hair into a void.
That's also possible. Maybe she has, like, an ovulite somewhere hidden in here that just sends all the cat hair there. Since you don't know, an ovulite is one of the experts' havens room options, and it is essentially a monster prison. Nothing can get out. Anything.
So basically, she just sends all the cat hair to drown them monsters.
To monster prison, yes.
It's just I can just imagine like a guard is walking through it, and then there's just a cell filled with cat hair.
Yeah, I wouldn't think there's a guard, but there's definitely just one cell full of cat hair, though. So, yeah, you enjoy a bit of tea with her. How do you interact with her? Are you gonna like share any stories or just introduce yourself? Oh, what's your name, young lady? I sorry for not asking that earlier.
My name is Alamia.
Call me Kathy.
Kathy. That's very nice. It's a very nice name.
Also, since you specified that you just knocked on the next interesting door you could, this one looks like it's been clawed to hell. The door outside, it looks like it's been just scratched by every single cat in this room.
Okay.
That's why you opened it, because you were wondering what the heck happened to this door. Just before, so.
Yeah, that seems about right.
So, you enjoy this tea with this old woman, and... You know what, I'll ask for one. She's very soothed by your presence due to your voice. And the cats all seem to be starting to fall asleep after listening to you two talk together for a few minutes.
Oh.
Well, I mean, you do have that power.
Oh, right.
So
Well,
all the cats are falling asleep around you. In fact, the bobcat actually falls asleep in your lap and you didn't notice.
Oh my, I'm sorry, I didn't realize that he was there.
Oh, he seems to like you.
That's nice. Can I slowly pet the bobcat?
Yeah, he starts, I don't even know if they purr.
They probably do. Probably gives a soft purr.
Okay, so yeah, bobcats can do that.
Well, this is very nice to meet you.
Oh, it's nice to meet you too. I haven't seen those kinds of tattoos in ages. But yeah, it's good to meet you.
Yeah.
I guess we'll be seeing each other around. Yeah, where are you living?
I'm living over in, I believe his name was Rad Bully's apartment.
Oh, him. He keeps trying to retire, but he's not having any luck with that.
Oh, well.
Meanwhile,
Yeah.
I've been retired for 20 years.
How old are you?
I don't know anymore.
Oh. Okay.
And so, let's just say she has indeterminate old age.
Alright.
So, I guess you head out of the room after you finish your tea and meeting most of the cats. I say most because obviously there's some hiding around there somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, young lady, stop by again sometime. You were nice. Cats seem to like you. Maybe you can
I
have
will.
maybe you can help put some of them to sleep. All right, bye.
Bye.
And so the door closes, and you've made friends with an old lady with around 20 cats.
Uh-huh. I was listening to you read off the list, and I was like, no crazy cat ladies, no crazy cat ladies. And I was like, yes!
You just wanted a crazy cat lady that hunted monsters?
I wanted to make a crazy cat lady that not only hunted monsters, but also had other, like, wild cats. I just thought it would be funny.
That is funny. I was kind of thinking all these characters could be used in some way for like future hunts. Like you can ask these ones for favors of some kind, and this is going to be very interesting trying to implement these.
I'll be like, hey, Kathy, I need some help. Can I borrow Bob for a bit? And she'd be like, sure, yeah.
And you use him like a tracker, I guess. I don't know.
Or I just yeet him across the room.
What MGM does?
Yeet
With
his
Thomas?
cat.
With Thomas, yeah.
Yeet.
Yeah, I can see that. But like I said, since you're not like you don't have a full like friendship with these people yet, you will have to owe them favors.
Okay.
But for now, you are at least acquaintances with this old woman with 20 cats.
Heck yeah.
So that's gonna be fun. I think that's everything other than just, you leveled you up, and the only one that doesn't not sure what to do with their level up is Grace, so.
Alright.
Yeah. That's gonna be a fun epilogue.